Yo, what is going on, guys? Back with another video. So for today, we're gonna be unboxing $3,000+ of airsoft guns, attachments, internals, just absolutely anything you could want from an unboxing video. Make sure to hit a like if you enjoy the video, and hit an F in the chat for my bank account because this one was very expensive. But without further ado, let's get into the unboxing. Alright guys, we're going to hop right into this. So first up, we're going to unbox this. This is already kind of unboxed, to be honest, but let's see what we got in here. So, the boring stuff first. I'm going to try to do this really fast so you guys get to the awesome box over here. This box right here is 22 pounds and costs almost $2,000. So that's going to be the finale. Of course, there's lots of little packages, and this box obviously I think is around $500 as well. And I got some other cool like $300 boxes and etc. A whole bunch of like gear and all that stuff too. But first up, so basically the reason I have some random grip tape here from a skateboard is I kind of like the feel of it on some on the motor grip of the guns. It kind of gives you like a cooler feel. With the gloves, it makes you feel like you have a little bit more control of the guns movement. So that's pretty not too exciting. We got some other stuff in here too. That's not too exciting. We got some paracord. I'm going to be using this kind of to decorate one of the gun's rails. Hint, hint, there might be one or two or even more guns here. At least 4. So basically, yeah, some paracord, nothing too exciting. And then we got a first kind of like exciting thing is a flashlight. So I haven't opened this up yet. I believe this one was from Amazon. It looks like it is some kind of like, these might even be rechargeable. I don't know why there is. Yeah, I think this actually might be rechargeable. So that's kind of a first. I've never had a flashlight that was actually rechargeable. I'm not sure. I think this was only like maybe 50 bucks on Amazon. So I'm not sure how this is going to hold up, but we'll see how it looks. Pretty cool. Kind of just a simple design. I wanted this kind of like more as a kind of look kind of attachment on one of the builds I'm going to be doing. So again, we have like a little offset rail thing here too, which is pretty cool that it comes with, and then rechargeable batteries. So pretty cool little set there. But moving on to the next item, I think that's all from this box if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so that is that box. Alright, so moving on to the next box. I'm actually not sure what like half this stuff is. I kind of forgot. I ordered some. I had like a various kind of build list I did, but I'm not sure which is which, and I kind of covered up all the things, so I wouldn't really know either. So let's get into this. So this Amazon package, let's see what we got. Okay, this looks like to be, okay, so this is like a offset rail mount for a Mlok rail for like a flashlight. I think that is actually for the flashlight I just showed you guys. This is going to be going on a particular gun. I'll show you guys a little bit more in detail here. So there's the rail. It's made for Mlok, as you see right there, and then it's a little offset rail to kind of accent one of the gun's builds I'm going to be doing in a future video. Okay, so not super exciting, but we're going to be moving on to the next one really quick. Okay, so next up, going really fast. I'm not sure. I don't think this one is super interesting. This one is from eBay. This is going to be, yeah, so this is a high-speed gear set. If you're not familiar with SHS, they make these internal parts for various AEGs. Basically, these gears make your gun shoot faster, and that is something we definitely want in one of our builds we're going to be doing. So that is really quick unboxing there. Next up, not going to waste your guys' time with some boring talk here, so we're just going to move right on to this. I'm probably going to cut my finger off on accident. So next up, we got some, I think this is from some kind of tactical company. Again, more parts for some stuff we got in these boxes. So this is a Magpul Mlok hand stop kit. So this is going to accent very well and complement one of our builds we're going to be doing on the channel very soon. You guys will know what the builds are very soon at the end of this video. Again, next up we have a Mlok Mvg Vertical Grip. This is also going to be accenting one of our builds we're going to be doing on the channel. Kind of different styles. One of them is more of kind of a mid-range fast semi build, and the other one's going to be more of a CQB gun as well. So I can't wait to show you guys what's in this box. Again, I'm super excited to unbox it. Showing up a little bit closer view, this is the Mvg Vertical Grip from Magpul. And then this is going to be, this is kind of more of a cardboard kind of style box, so it's a little bit harder to see what it's going to look like. But this is basically what it's going to look like. It's kind of like a piece-to-piece you put on the Mlok rail to have a C-grip kind of style on your gun. Alright, so getting done with that. Next up, I honestly have no idea what this is. I'm trying not to cut anything. I'm trying to do this really fast so we get to the awesome box at the end for you guys really quickly. but these are just gonna be a whole bunch of like miscellaneous parts. Okay, so this is actually a Dsg Gear. If you're not familiar with a dual sector gear, this replaces one of the 3 gears in your Airsoft AEG gun, and it'll basically make the gun in theory shoot twice as fast because the teeth on the gear are separated into 2 sections of 8 teeth instead of one kind of full section. So it has basically double the rotation speed, if you will, from the piston. Showing you guys up close, get a little bit better of a view. See, it has 2 separate sections of the 8 teeth there, one on this side, one on that side. And then this little blue kind of plastic looking thing is called a tabbet plate, which is another little internal piece on an AEG gearbox. It actually holds the nozzle in place like that and has to do with the nozzle rotation. Alright, so next up, we got another small little box here. I'm not really sure what this is either. Again, trying not to stab whatever's in here. Let's see what we got. Okay, cool. So this is actually from Polestar. It is actually a nozzle. This doesn't make too much sense here, but basically it is a certain nozzle for a certain engine that they build for a certain gun that I have in that box. This will all make very much sense soon as I unbox this one at the end, but for now, it's just a cool little nozzle. Okay, so starting to go into the more interesting things here, guys. I tried to get past the quick little miscellaneous stuff as fast as possible so you guys wouldn't get bored. I know we're all just trying to get to this huge box here, and actually these both boxes are very interesting. I think they both have 2 or more guns in them. I think we have a gun in here too, and some cool stuff in that other box as well. So let's get on to this one. Okay, well I'm just going to show how bad that cut actually was. Wow, okay. Apparently I need glasses. Okay, so kind of breaking into this one. This one only actually weighs 1 pound, but we're going to see here a bunch of brown paper. Alright, so this is actually a Airsoft Gas Pistol. The funny part is actually the price for this. I believe this pistol was $20 or $30 max, and it's a little kind of guy here. I'll show you guys in a sec. Hopefully I'll be using this in a gameplay very soon, but it's funny. Look how small this thing is. That's really funny. Let's see if we can unbox it real quick. Okay, so we got that undone. So this is the actual little gas pistol. I'll show you guys a little up close here. It's a very little guy. This is the size of my hand. It pretty much fits in the palm of my hand, literally. Okay, so it just turns out you actually just pull it with force to get the magazine out. I'm not really sure how much fit in here, maybe like 8 or 10 or so. The little magazine then goes in there once you got it loaded up, and you actually feed the gas in the bottom of the pistol, which is kind of a cool design, so you don't have to worry about like losing the mag and you can't fill it up with gas. It's not gas blowback, it just shoots like so. So this is gonna be kind of a funny build. It also comes with a little silencer here. I obviously doubt it actually silences the gun, but it does make the gun like twice as long, which is kind of ironic here. This is what it looks like with the suppressor on there. Kind of funny looking. Pretty funny gun. I can't wait to use this on a field when they open back up. This is going to be such a funny gun to use against people and see what their reactions are like. Alright guys, so moving on to the next box here. This one is a little bit longer for a certain reason. You guys will see that in a sec. Alright, so it looks like that's all that's in there. Let's see what we got. Alright, so first couple things here, we have some bearings. Now these are actually used in a AEG gearbox to help kind of the smoothness of the rotations of the gears. I guess that's kind of the simplest way I could put it. And the strength of these is really, really good. Alright, so up next, we actually have a SHS piston with actually a piston head on there. Here's what it looks like up close. And so if you're curious on what these little kind of like cutouts are, basically the piston itself usually doesn't come with these kind of like little cutouts, but what SHS has actually done is use a tool, I guess, to remove some of the plastic on the piston without really getting rid of any of the rigidity of the piston. It actually makes it more light. So the piston in theory rotates even faster. Next up, we have a simple cylinder, nothing too special about this. I believe it's a SHS one again. It's a full cylinder, nothing too special about that. But what we've been waiting for here is actually a barrel from Umbrella Armory. It is a fully R-hopped Prometheus EEG barrel with a Pro-Win hop-up on there. So this is going to be really cool to put in one of the guns that we have coming up here. This is what it looks like up close. This is the Pro and hop up. To adjust the rotation of the BB spin, it is either up or down on this little wheel, which is a cool design. They have their own Umbrella Armory arm right there, which is really cool. And this is obviously their R-hop job there. And then this barrel is a Prometheus barrel. It is a 285 millimeter, if you were curious. All right, guys, so moving on to the big boys here. This is the first big box. I forgot actually how much this one weighed. Let me check real quick. Okay, so this box, as you can see, weighs 20 pounds. And this one actually weighs 22. This box right here, I think, costs around $500, and this one costs almost $2,000. Alright guys, so moving on into this box, we're going to have a few different guns in here and also some parts as well. So, cutting this open and then moving on in. The first gun we see is actually a Boneyard Gun. So basically, what's wrong with these guns is you get them for, I believe, this one is like, I think it's a $45-ish gun or $50 gun, and they're full metal AEGs. And there's something basically wrong with them, as the name intends, Boneyard Gun. So I think it got returned to the supplier with something wrong with it. And I'm gonna make a video actually unboxing this and then actually seeing what is wrong with it. So let's see actually what it looks like in here. In a different video, we're gonna be opening this gun up and seeing what is wrong with it and trying to get it to work. If you guys are interested in seeing that, make sure to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. You guys have probably seen this brand all over your local fields. They're one of the most popular guns to date. This is the Crytek Crb. Let's open her up and see what she looks like. Alright, so you gotta actually open up these little tabs on the bottom here, and then we can open up the top. Alright, so this is the Crytek Alpha CRB. I believe this is the 2nd gen model. So let's see, we got a rail attachment on this gun, and the iron sights, full metal iron sights, and a cool black flash hider, as well as the high cap magazine, I presume. I don't think that, yeah, this is a high cap magazine, as you can see with the little windy thing down there. There we go. Okay, so this is the gun itself. Again, this is the CRB version, the Alpha series. I'm not sure exactly what that means. It's got the rotational hop up there, like kind of like that Pro and hop up I just showed you guys. Show you guys what that looks like. So as you can see, this little wheel here, you turn up and down to make the hop up rotation different, and you can actually press this bolt release on the other side and it will make the bolt catch close, so the hop up is actually hidden in there. Then you can just close the dust cover too if you're worried about getting dust in there. So this is the gun in its entirety. Feels very rock solid, has a full metal grip. I believe the body is polymer, some kind of plastic. The stock feels really good as well. Very sturdy gun. I recommend these to anyone that can afford them starting out in Airsoft. These guns perform actually pretty good stock, but I'm actually going to make this thing very upgraded and see if we could do a super cool, crazy Dsg build on this gun. If you guys are curious on how to turn a stock Crytek into a crazy Dsg that shoots, I think, around 50 RPS, we're going to be trying to do, make sure to subscribe to the channel again and stay updated on that build. Alright guys, so that was the first really cool gun we unboxed. Again, we're going to be unboxing actually way cooler ones in my opinion in that box. But let's see what we got here. So I actually got some parts as well. I won't try to bore you guys too much, but basically we got some upgraded gears, we got some bearings, an upgraded SP170 spring. You actually need this strong of a spring in DSG builds, so that is very important. Again, we have a piston head here, another SHS lightweight piston here. And then we have a awesome ASG motor too. This is a 30K if you guys were interested. But we're basically going to be taking all these parts and some others and basically putting them all into a stock gun and seeing how fast we can actually make this thing shoot on a relatively low budget. Alright guys, so that was a really cool box, but this right here is where the magic happens. So this box is 22 pounds, 2 pounds heavier than that box, but this thing has way crazier stuff in here. It's kind of crazy, I don't know why, but I mean this I think was around $2,000, and well, I mean you could see like cuts in here. The back had a little bit of like, when I got it, I mean you could see some of the parts in there through the box. I mean, I'd imagine for $2,000 you get something a little bit more safe for the parts in there, but they do what they want, I guess. Alright guys, so getting right into this here. This is what I'm super excited about. If you guys are curious why I ordered so much random guns, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of cool build series guns on the channel. I'm going to be building that Crytek into a crazy DSG that fires like 50 rounds per second. I'm going to be trying to fix this broken Boneyard gun to see if I can make it work on a budget and see what actually is wrong with them, if they're worth getting. In this box I have some super cool stuff as well. So getting straight into it without further ado, there's so much stuff in here, so I'm just going to start. So first up, we got this kind of cool little Ziploc bag with some parts in it. This is something I kind of expected a little bit more higher quality for a whole bunch of really expensive stuff, but the box itself wasn't too good. But getting right into here. Okay, so getting right into this first little baggie here, we have a Matrix PEQ15 battery box. I'm going to be trying to use this for my run cam and kind of cut out a little window for my little camera to see there, so it just doesn't look like a random camera. It actually looks kind of cool on the guns. I thought that would be kind of a cool little project. In this box too, we got a piston head as well from Lonex, and we got a garter tappet plate here, and we got this offset Mlok gunfighter mount too, which is going to be pretty cool for one of our builds as well. And then that is it for that little box here. Moving on to the next thing we have here, we have a Titan version 2 gate Mosfet. This is the front wired one. Actually, it's kind of funny enough. Usually most AEGs are rear wired, such as this Crytek, but for this specific gun here, it is actually a front wired gun in the handguard, which is unique. So this is going to make the gun have a little bit better technology as for the brains of the gun, and also shoot a lot faster on semi-automatic, and that's kind of what we're trying to do in this certain build. Alright guys, I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it anymore. This is one of the crazy guns we're going to be unboxing first. This is one of the major guns we're unboxing, actually the most expensive gun by $50 if you're curious. This one is a Proforce Sig Air MCX Virus AEG. These are kind of new to the airsoft market relatively, and these things are pretty cool. It's kind of modeled after the M13 in Call of Duty, if you're familiar with that, and the new one. If you guys are curious, I'll show this to you real quick. But these are kind of going to start competing a little bit with the M4 platform. It has kind of the same magazines and the same kind of feel, but it looks a little bit different. It's something kind of unique on the field that you don't really see too much. So the stock is kind of unique starting out. I know there's this kind of funky grip tape. I believe that's for California law. This thing has a really cool feel to it. It's going to be a very unique build I'm going to do on the channel. If you guys want to see this gun transform into a crazy aftermarket gun with crazy capabilities, make sure to follow the channel again, and we'll be doing some crazy builds with this thing very soon. But this thing looks pretty cool up close, lots of cool trades on there. The gun feels pretty sturdy as well. This rail is very unique, something you really don't see on the field too often. Everyone has a kind of a M4 style on the field, so I thought it'd be cool to get something new and spice it up a little bit. In case you guys were curious, this little button on the top is actually how to extend the stock here, so you can actually make it a kind of more of a full stock, or you can collapse it and make it more of a CQB gun. I'm going to be making this gun into a crazy SSG build that's going to shoot really fast semi-response, but we also have some other parts for it as well. We also have a upgraded motor for the gun as well to make it shoot even faster. But alright guys, so getting on to the second gun here. Alright, as you guys know, I have an MP7 Polestar on the channel, but I thought it'd be super cool and spice it up with an MP5 on the channel. So we got the brand new VFC MP5. And we're going to be building this into a Polestar build and make it absolutely ridiculous for CQB. Not even all the parts are actually in for this gun as well, but basically we have a super cool Midwest Mlok rail system coming for this gun, and other accessories as well. But going into some of the stuff we have here, this gun again feels very good from VSC. This thing feels very rock solid, nothing's creaking or making any weird noises. And I've actually never owned a MP5 myself. I thought I would take this platform as its awesome externals and then also buy some awesome internals for it and transform it into a CQB monster. We have red dots coming for this gun, we have rails coming for this gun, maybe even some stock stuff. But we also have some awesome stuff in here too to transform it into what we want for a CQB monster. So basically, first up, I believe I saw it somewhere. Yes, so basically, we got the Polestar F2 engine for this gun. The HPA systems usually take these guns to the next level for performance, and I'm super excited to do the build. Alright, so going on to the last couple parts, we have some simple mid-cap magazines for the MP5 that'll come in handy for the high rate of fire that it will be able to do. We also have a Prometheus barrel for this MP5 as well that's going to fit in here to make it even more accurate in a CQB environment. We also have a rail system we're going to be putting up top so we can mount some red dot accessories that are coming in soon. And then we also have a Ace stock. Okay guys, so here is the stock up close. This stock looks really cool. I'm actually not sure which gun I'm going to put it on. If I'm going to put it on the MP5, I might have to get an adapter for it if I want to do that. Or I might put it on the MCX or even the Crytek. I'm not sure yet. I just thought the stock looked really cool and I wanted to put it on one of the guns. Okay, so next up in the box, we actually have a red dot as well. This is just a standard kind of T1 replica red dot. Nothing too exciting, it's just a T1 replica. I'm going to be putting this, I believe, on the MCX, as it is going to be more of a mid to the long range kind of rifle for fields. And I'm going to be putting a awesome red dot I have on the MP5, but it hasn't arrived yet, for more of a CQB style red dot to complement this build as well as I can. Alright guys, that concludes the unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like the video. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, and press F in the chat from my bank account because, well, that was a very expensive video to do. I hope you guys enjoyed the guns I chose, and if you guys want to stay updated on all the builds I'm going to be doing on the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on post notifications to stay updated on when I post. See you guys in the next one.